All right, so there has been some, going to jump straight into it. There's been some huge news, which unfortunately is the kind of news which has popped up and reared its ugly head in football, unfortunately, quite a bit in the last few years, but especially in maybe the last 6 to 8 months. Now, the allegations are about young Mason Greenwood. And so I wanted to get you boys' thoughts and opinions straight away as we go into this. I think it's very, very important that us as a channel take responsibility and give our opinions on these very, very, very serious accusations. And I prepared a little something, which is over here. So basically, we love the notes. Just to give my 2 pennies. First off, very, 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 very clear message. In no way, in any way, shape, or form is any kind of physical or mental domestic violence condoned in any way, shape, or form.
100%. I agree.
Agree. All right.
Agreed.
And these things, when they come to light, far outtrend football. It's much more important than football. We are the everyday fans. So before fans, we are everyday people. And
Equal.
when
Yeah.
it comes to people, this gets really, really serious now. All I wanted to say was, I don't know if you gentlemen have ever had someone in your own lives that you know that's gone through something similar to this. Well, unfortunately, I have,
Okay.
and it
Do you mean
makes
a
you feel.
female?
I don't want to shed any more light than that. I know someone who's
Oh.
gone through something very
No,
serious.
no, I'm talking about if we. You said if we've ever had anyone in our lives. You mean on the accuser's part or the accused?
To be honest, on either side,
Mm.
if you know someone who's been a victim of this, whether they were a male, female, or a them, or a both, or doesn't really matter.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
or if you're close to a story. Now, my personal story comes from someone who's very, very close to me, um, and I can say wholeheartedly it makes you feel a few things as a man first off, but then secondly as a human being.
Being.
The natural emotions that come forward are rage.
Yep.
You lose control of your emotions. But the most powerful thing that which seeped into my heart and into my head after a few days was powerless.
Yeah.
And what I want to say to anyone and everyone that's listening to this is, if you know someone, or if you're unfortunately someone who is going through any kind of physical or mental, online, doesn't even matter if it's physical, like I say, abuse, please, please reach out.
Yeah.
It's
100%.
it has to be probably one of the hardest things that you're ever going to do. Or if you know someone who's going through something like this, encourage them, be with them, support them, and help them to reach out. There
Yeah.
are a number of organizations. We're going to touch on a big one, which is the police today, which is the one which is involved with the Mason Greenwood account. But there are more organizations that are out there, and they're to help and support you for those problems. And that's all I'm going to say on the subject. Now, to touch on Mason Greenwood quickly, the story broke this morning that on social media, a young lady, we're not naming any names, put up a video, a audio recording, and pictures, if I'm not wrong. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
those things.
Yeah.
Um, which unfortunately shed light on a particular person. Um, and I just want to say that these accusations are very, 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 very serious, and we've touched on why they're serious just a moment ago. Just want to get you guys' thoughts. What are your thoughts on these allegations, first off, and then more importantly, what do you think should be done, and how do you think not just us but everyone should handle these kinds of situations? Sim, I'm going to come to you first.
I feel that, as you said, these allegations or these so-called events that's occurred between these two individuals is very serious. I send my condolences, or I send my love to the both families, because both families right now are going through a complete turnover.
Yeah.
More than, I would say, more than the actual the victim probably at this so-called case.
Mm.
However, as you said, Chris, it's a situation where you have to leave it in the hands of the law. The facts have to be presented,
Yep, heard. Yep.
heard, and have to be assessed by people above our means, like our powers. That's the honest truth. So even though I've seen the picture, I've heard the audio, I'm deeply saddened because one is you never want to see a female in that type of distress. Number
No,
one.
no. In any situation, nope.
Two, we potentially lose a great footballer. So this is what I'm trying to say. So it's like, as you said, some things are bigger than football, but this is what's at stake. So for me to shed light on it is, as I said, it's out of my hands.
Yep.
And the evidence have been presented, and apparently a man in his 20s has been arrested now. So hopefully they will get down to the bottom of it and do the right thing and actually investigate the whole situation, and whatever judgment they need to pass upon the man in his 20s or the victim is done accordingly and responsible down to the two parties. That's all I can say.
And Sim, just quickly before I come over to you, Paz, with the same question. And Sim, how do you think people should react to this? Because as you can imagine, there are going to be millions of people out there who are going to be very quick to turn judge, jury, and executioner over something like
This is the thing.
What do you think we should do? Like, I'm a normal person, you're a normal person, we're all normal. So what do you think we should do?
You shed the light on it happened to a member of your family, right?
I didn't say a member of my family, but someone I knew. Yeah.
Close to you, yeah?
Yep.
So I can't tell you how to react. That makes sense, because that person close to you, for you to shed how you felt, there's a reason why. But we are the eyes of the public, where we're going to feel anger, we're going to feel rage, but we can't take this into our own hands. As far as we're concerned, we've seen pictures, we've heard the audio, and it's been linked, allegedly, young man. That's all we've heard.
Yeah.
So if I was young and naive, I'd be like, yes, yeah. You know what I mean? I'd feel so many emotions, or I could act out of character, but I have to take it with a pinch of salt, and I have to listen to the context of the actual story. And for me, it's that we shedded light on it. We do not condone any domestic abuse. We do not condone that. All three of us, we do not condone any of these actions. But once again, we have to leave it our higher powers. That's all I can say on it.
I like what you said there about how we should just keep our heads. And Puz, just your opinion on it as well. Same questions really. What did you think about the accusations yourself personally that came out? And then also, what do you think we should do after hearing this sort of information? Because same thing, people are going to hear this stuff and go crazy.
To be honest with you, look, yeah, I kind of heard the story like 2 days ago that obviously it was going to come out, that it was going to come out, and it's mad that she did it. When did she do it? Last night? Was it when she posted on her story?
Sunday morning.
Yeah, so anyone that does go through rape or domestic abuse, we are going to try and like put up a phone line on the edits. I'll do that. And if you are going through anything and you feel like it's hard for you to come forward, you can give them a call. But like I said, it's depressing to hear. Sometimes you think, how can someone do that? Because you know yourself, I'm not capable of that. So it's like, well, how can you go to that level? That's if it is true. It is innocent until proven guilty. I just, I hope the courts and the investigations and everything could do their job, because the way I see it, from what we've seen, it's an audio and a video.
Yep.
Like, if we've got him, is he on video as well, or is it just
No.
He's just on audio.
It's just her.
But allegedly, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So all of this is all circumstantial. So
yeah,
pray to God that the young woman isn't lying, and if she is telling the truth, and if it is Mason Greenwood, hope the full force of the law comes down on him.
Agreed.
But until then, we can't really comment on anything. And I've seen a lot of people, especially on Facebook and all that. So even
Yeah, Twitter's gone nuts.
like,
I've seen
they're all going
videos
mad.
of
Like, oh yeah, I'm gonna. Do you see what they did to Mendy after Mendy
Yeah.
got arrested?
Yeah.
We don't really want that to happen, innit? The law's not in your hands, innit? Like the police are there for a reason. We pay council tax and all that stuff for a reason. So you got to let them do their job. Don't take the law into your own hands. Obviously, if it is close family members, then there's nothing I can do. Like Sim said, I can't tell you how to react. Like Chris, I know people on both sides of the situation.
Yeah.
I know people that have been wrongly accused.
Yeah.
As well.
Yeah.
I know people that have actually been
I
wrongly
do know
accused.
people that have been wrongly accused.
See,
Correct.
things like that stirs me up because it's like, bro, how can you put someone through that?
Yeah.
But like I said, it's all allegedly at the moment. So if it is true, then Mason, I'm sorry, you're a great footballer. You have so much talent. If it is true, you have so much talent, but you have actually let Man United down. You've let England down, and you've let us as everyday fans down.
Yeah.
I don't really want to touch too deep on the situation, innit? Because it is quite deep. Because if it was my sister that came to me saying any of that stuff, you already know what it is, innit? So
this is the thing. I
don't even want to go.
Guys,
we've got to be careful.
Guys, this is why
I'm flying out to Dubai tomorrow if it's my sister, innit? So
But this is the thing, guys. Like literally, I get what you mean. It's like that's why I said I have to leave it to the higher powers.
Yeah, no, we got to leave it in their hands, innit? Even me just saying what I just said, I take it back. Look, we got to leave it to the police to do their job. They've got all the powers, all the tools they need. Especially this is a quote unquote sexy case for them, innit? So they're gonna put their full force, all their money. They're gonna put everything into this investigation to try and prove whether or not he done it or whether or not he didn't do it. So this is the sort of case that brings the police money. So it is what it is, man. But
so you heard it there first.
I am appalled by the whole story itself.
We are, man. We're all appalled.
It's sticky, man. Especially seeing the. Let me not even get into details. Just seeing the damage.
You heard it there. Listen. You heard it there, and I want everyone, if you can, to just like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. But give a like specifically to this video, and that like represents the understanding, and that's the key there. It's about understanding. You heard it all there. You heard it there from all three of us. We all believe in exactly the same thing. Innocent until proven guilty. Unfortunately, let the powers do what they need to do. Let all the facts come out.
And
and keep your head. Keep your head.
Let me just touch on what I said as well. It's quite sad that we actually have people that have lied on on things like rape, and it does make people doubt the story, because some people are for me already saying, we don't know whether or not she's faking it. Blah, blah, blah. I don't really want to hear that, and it's quite sad that girls have actually done that. It's like that Newcastle footballer. I remember I was talking to you about him, that said the girl tried to accuse him of rape, but it wasn't rape. He recorded everything, so he bust case. The black boy, I can't remember what his name is, but so we just have to keep an open mind.
Was that Rolando Aarons? Was that Aarons?
No, it wasn't Aarons. No,
it's not Aarons. No,
it was.
No.
It happened to
take Aarons out of his name out of this. My bad.
Remember, it happened to Chad Evans a couple years back.
Yeah. Look what's happened to his life after that.
That's what I'm trying to
Down
say.
the drain.
He can't even escape. He can't escape it. So it's like
and his charges actually got quashed.
He got squashed, but no one wants to take him on as a footballer. It's a serious thing we're talking about, isn't it? So it's not something we can actually play around with or incite violence or incite anything.
The best case scenario, I don't personally think we'll ever see Benjamin Mendy kicking a football again.
No, Mendy's gone.
We'll never see Adam kicking a football again. He's actually in prison anyway.
Yeah. Charlie Adams.
Not Charlie Adams. Not Charlie Adams.
Adam Johnson. He used to play for Sunderland.
Adam Johnson, that's it.
He's on road.
Played for City.
He's on road.
Yeah, he's on road.
He got released.
Yeah, he got released time ago. Yeah.
My bad. He came out a while ago. I thought he was still serving time. Anyway, we'll never see him kick a ball again. We will never see.
He's the left winger I was talking about last week, though, for prison.
We know.
Okay.
We know. Robinho will never kick a ball again. 9 years.
Robinho's not in jail, right?
Not yet.
They haven't caught him. Brazil are not letting him go or something like that.
Whatever. And then
Allegedly.
And then on top of this, you've potentially now got young 20-year-old Mason Greenwood. It touches into a bigger subject, boys, that
Life comes
when
at
you
you
think
fast,
about
man.
it, right, I I do think we're going to go into this now because today is actually a transfer show. But we're going to go into that in a second. We're going to go into that in a second. But it touches on, I think there has to be a little bit of responsibility on the powers that be, not necessarily the clubs as such, but just the Premier League, the power. When you give these young teenagers, and that's who they are. These are young boys and girls. Yeah, these are
You give
teenage
them
boys
too
and
much
girls.
money at such
You
a
give
young age,
them
it gets to their heads.
millions and millions of pounds. But worse than that, here's where it gets serious. I'm going to start deep in it now. These young men and women are surrounded by leeches, by people that are telling them they're amazing. They can do anything they want. I'm talking about agents. I'm talking about sponsors. I'm talking about people
Friends.
that just want friends, family that want to leech off them and tell them they're the best thing since sliced bread.
Can't lie to you. I've got stories for you, though, but obviously I can't even say it on camera.
We got to be careful, right? And so you feel like this untouchable, powerful force that can do anything that they want, anywhere they want to go. And they don't learn those lessons, Sim, do they? They don't learn the lessons of failure. They don't learn the lessons of being hard. You look at examples like people like Callum Wilson, who came through the ranks, Jamie Vardy, who came through the ranks, who came through those lower leagues, who came from
nothing.
much lower.
They
grind it and they learn those lessons. Whereas, some of these young boys and girls from the age of 16, 17 are multimillionaires. At what point did they learn?
It's not right.
At what point did they learn? At what point did they learn that actually, if you look at a bread the wrong way, you're gonna get a smack? At what point did they learn that actually I went to Foot Locker when I was 17 years old and I saw Jordan 23s at £120 and started crying because I could not afford them. My mum couldn't afford them. My dad ain't in my life. My cousin ain't going to give me the money. So where am I getting that money from? That was five cutting grass I used to cut grass. I used to mow lawns in my area and I used to do the paper round. And I knew that I had to cut 5 lawns and do the paper round for 2 weeks for me to get £100, and my mum was going to give me £20. So I knew I wasn't getting them trainings to the end of the month.
You can't cut lawns on the block, bro.
I grew up in Mitchell Brook. Some of them estates, some of the houses on there, they had small gardens, bro. And I had a lawnmower. So, bam, I saw the trainers and I cried. Mason, where do they learn these lessons, Sim? Puz, where do they don't learn these lessons?
Do you know what? You're right. Even with the Mendy situation, it's like I don't get it. Like, you see, when you get to a certain position in life, if I'm a millionaire, I understand the responsibilities that I carry now, not just for my family.
That's where you've come from, though. It's because of where you come from.
But to be fair, it's true. If they've been babied, if these men have been babied from young,
we've got to be careful because there's a difference becoming a millionaire with the mindset you have now and a millionaire with the mindset
that's what Puz was just saying.
Bro,
that's what he's just saying.
Puz, you got to remember, listen to what Chris said. Allegedly Mason Greenwood may be this guy. Allegedly, he's only 20.
20,
20,
you're a big man.
I was doing
no.
Okay,
you can't even have that. Is he 20? You're a big man.
You're a big man.
No.
You're a big man.
Puz.
20, you're a big man by the law.
Chris, I know people buying houses at 20.
That's not the point. That's not the point.
That's what I'm trying to say, Puz.
That's not the point.
No, but Puz, you're looking at it from.
You have a conversation with your 20-year-old self. See if you don't show him levels. That's my point. That's my point.
100%. You will.
That's my point. You show him levels. Yeah. I
was about to say something mad, but yeah.
You be like, bro, we did, man.
Chris, let me say something. At 20, I was at uni. I was working whilst I was at uni doing night shifts. To make sure I paid. I was driving. I had responsibilities and I understood my responsibilities. I had bills. I was,
listen.
I was a mature 20-year-old.
But you would still show yourself levels now.
Pause.
The only thing I show myself is to make more money.
Wait. What I'm trying to say, listen to what you said. Listen to the responsibilities you had in order to better yourself. This has been given to him.
True.
That's the difference.
If you didn't do those things, you wouldn't be where you are today.
Do you think Mason Greenwood had to do a night shift in a nightclub or at a restaurant to pay his bills to earn money to get a car?
I'm telling you something. The guy, okay, when he first came into this the Man United team, his mother or his father was still driving him to games.
Yeah, but
This
he's
is
been
what I'm
there.
trying to
He's
say.
been there from a baby though.
That's
So
what I'm trying to say. So
Nah, but
you've
he
got to
got
understand
his
when
debut
Chris
in
was saying,
2019. Yeah.
when Chris was saying, literally, it resonated with me. Like when Chris was saying he's literally been told like he's going to be great. In his head, he might be looking in that mirror and say, well, if they're giving me, let's say, 80 grand, 90 grand a week now, when I turn 25, I'm easily going to be on 300 plus. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? He's thinking like that.
Power.
He's a name sponsored by Nike. Remember, he had his own boot.
Nike just put out a statement like an hour ago to say they're monitoring the situation. They haven't pulled out of the deal,
But
they
this is
said
what I'm
they're
trying to say.
monitoring the situation.
You've got to understand, like, these are young men. And I
And
don't
women.
think they're not even been put in, as Chris said, situations where they have, yes, when they're younger, they might have struggled, but now they don't have to. So it's like, okay,
Where are they learning those lessons, Puz?
yeah, it's
At the
either
start,
I'm
we're making it. I like what you said, Puz, earlier. The first thing you said when we started, the first thing you said, and Sim nodded his head, I nodded my head. You said you're not capable of something like this.
yeah.
It's not in your DNA. Why? Why are you not capable?
Cool.
Surely we're all human, right? Surely we can all be pushed over the edge, right? But
100.
I've been over the edge in certain aspects mentally. I've had fights, I've had struggles mentally.
Yeah.
Never did I go that far that I could do that to another person. And you're the same, and Sim's the same.
Never have I done that to a woman. No
Never
way.
have I done that to another person. To another
Mm.
person. To another person. Forget the fact of being a woman. I wasn't a bully in school. They out there.
Yeah.
I wasn't a bully in school. You
Yeah.
weren't a bully in school. I used to fight bullies. But anyway, look, we go. We move, we step, we
Yeah,
step, we step.
we're
We're
gonna
digressing. Lads,